defend Palestine. I mean, this has been going on for the longest while. You know that the Muslim world has been supporting Palestine, to free Palestine. Well, now the Yemenis, it looks like they're ready to come across and fight for Palestine. Hezbollah, Lebanon, Hezbollah, they're already sending troops. They're at the gates. They're at the door. They're at the border of Israel. It seems like Arab nations, Iran, everybody's sending militants. It looks like Israel has his hands full. And I know a lot of you say like Israel doesn't need any help from America. It has a lot of weapons and tanks. And yes, you could see Israel shipping tanks and getting ready for another offensive. People are saying this is the end of Palestine, that Israel is going to destroy Palestine, right? However, I think the Muslim worlds are ready to fight. They're sending militants, they're sending mercenaries, they're sending soldiers. It seems like everybody and their grandmother is coming to fight for the Palestinians. But let me know what you think. Is Israel going to destroy what's left of Palestine? Or is the Muslim world going to turn on Israel and destroy Israel? Is this the end of Israel, guys? Let me know what you think. Or is this the end of Palestine? Let me.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers in the few. Sisters is out there unto the Israelite foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. As you can hear, as if you're not sleeping under a rock, the turmoil that's taking place in the Middle East, proving once again that these people that claim to be the Israelites, they're nothing of that. Now, this thing has been going is an ongoing situation from generational, all right? And we always hear rumors of wars and so forth, but the tension is at an all-time high. Great alliances have already been made for the past couple of years. Alliance that nobody expected to be. And these alliances that nobody expected have a great deal to what's going on right now. Now, this man just made a statement, and that reminds me of the scriptures, mainly 2nd Ezra 15th chapter, because we in that time frame. We in that time frame right now. All right? We in that time frame. This is it. Once everything from the Ukraine war and everything like that, when all these things started to happen, it was the genie was never going back in the bottle. Now, we was discussing it after camp, which a lot of brothers couldn't see, but which was good, you know. But we was just talking about it. I forgot how the guy's name, but with Albert Pike and Mossini, what's it called? The Mossini pipeline. And basically the Mossini, I believe it's Mossini. Salakia if I'm wrong. All right, my memory's not that sharp. However, and the elder brother, Apostle Torah asked the congregation, did anybody ever heard of it? Matter of fact, I do have it. I just don't want the it doesn't matter. But he asked the congregation to look it up, and a few brothers knew exactly what it was. And the elder brother on Sabal had, he broke it down to the T. How that letter was stating that there will be 3 world wars. Before World War One happened, it was already written that World War One was going to happen, World War Two was going to happen, and World War Three. What's so significant about World War Three, which World War One and Two already took place, this which is scriptural, all right? But World War Three, he said in the written letter that it would. This is Albert Pike now, that it would be between the Christian world and the Muslim world. And what did this man just said? What did he say? The Arab world's not having it. This is it. This is what they wanted to do. Everything, like Apostle Torah said yesterday to us, everything that's happening was planned. This was a planned out situation. And guess what? Matter of fact, I'm going to start with that scripture. Let me use this real quick. Isaiah 46. Matter of fact, let's see. I'm in the LRT. Let me see what it says. 46 and 10. And it says, only I can tell you the future before it even happens. Everything I plan will come to pass, for I do whatsoever I wish. That's even heavier. Because it says, declaring the end from the beginning. And that's what it says. But here it is. It says, only I can tell you the future before it ever happens. Everything I plan will come to pass. So World War One was the Lord's plan. World War II was the Lord's plan. World War III is the Lord's plan. For I do whatsoever I wish. So this is the Most High's world. You playing with the Most High's time, ladies and gentlemen. You're playing with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's time. He is the generator. He's the force that's allowing all these things to happen. He created these things to happen. All right? They thought they were slick. These lesser luminaries thought they were smart and say, oh, we're going to do this time at this time frame. 19, they had everything in motion. No, it wasn't you stupid idiots. You're just nothing but a man. It was the Lord's doing. The Lord did this. This is his plan. All right? This is his will. Now let's get into his will. Jeremiah 49 and 14. I have heard a rumor from the Lord. An ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her, and raise up to the battle. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen, and despised among men. And is not the world starting to hate Esau? All right? Especially the small hatters. Are they not hating them? See, they could play the game right now, which they doing in CNN, Fox News. Oh, we got to stand for this country. This, that, to the third. They will say that. They expect you to rise to the occasion and defend them. And I'm not even going to get into the whole thing, the whole history behind that. All right? The history that they expect you to eat. But in reality, that ambassador, which was Gomar, the ambassador, it was the Egyptian, I forgot his name, Gomar, Nasser Gomar, something on Gomar Nasser, who stated publicly at that time, in 1948, that you Jews left black and you came back white. So, what the F do these people think who the hell they think they're fooling? And everybody hates it. When it means small, it doesn't mean, well, they are the least of everybody, but also means the most hated. It says, thy terribleness have deceived thee, which is their pride. When it says, in the pride of thine heart, oh, that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Who call himself Caucasian? What does Caucasian mean? Fundamental. It means cave dwellers. All right? Thou holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle. I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. So from 1967, when they supposedly had sent a rocket to the moon, which they never been to the moon, that was the beginning of their downfall as a collective of people. All right? And it says, also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah. And what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah? What happened to Sodom and Gomorrah is fire and brimstones. So it's telling you exactly what's going to happen to Esau, Edom. So it's not going to be a thing where the way they would have you believe it already happened. No, it's going to be a thing where it's going to be known publicly to the whole world. This is Esau, Edom. All right? Because the Lord said so. Sodom and Gomorrah was not a kept secret. That was well known. We still talk about Sodom and Gomorrah to this very day. We need to talk about the downfall of Esau, Edom. And it says, and the neighboring cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. Behold, he shall come up like the lion from the swelling of Judah against the inhabitation of the strong, which is talking about Yahushua. All right, how is the Lord coming back? He's coming back in chariots. He's coming back to decimate this land. All right, he's about to wipe this place out for good, and says, I will suddenly make him run away from her, who is the chosen man that I will appoint over her. For who is like me? Who will appoint me the time? And who who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he have taken against Edom, and his purpose that he have purpose against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. And what's happened? The U.S. now has sent ships to aid that land of Israel against a strip. So what is, and then already months before, what has happened? You have BRICS nations that made an alliance with Russia, China, all right, Iran joined them. So the U.S. is more going towards that. All Israel's allies, Saudi Arabia turned coat. Saudi Arabia turned coat. All right, they went with Russia, China, and that alliance. So what's happening? How did the U.S. find himself in this quagmire? And this is a quagmire because the least of the flock, that welfare state of Israel, has drawn them into the Middle East more than before. Biden is already talking about what? The U.S. is going to aid Israel with everything that is possible. So we living in some beautiful biblical times, man. It says, the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their land, their habitation desolate with them. This is the war to end all wars. And we just at the beginning stage of it. 2nd Ezra 15 and 8:28. Behold, a horrible vision, appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as a wild boar of the wood. Who is the Carmanians? The Carmanians, the Persians. And they all talking about the same thing on the news. Oh, Iran is supporting Hamas. Iran is doing this. Iran didn't do shit yet. But once they take over that land, which is going to piss off all the Arabs, and they decide, you know what? The U.S. and Israel should just go straight to Iran. It's a wrap. It's done. It's over. It's over. All right? It's fucking over. This is what we've been waiting for. Ezekiel 28 chapter gets into it, which is going to lead into Ezekiel 39 chapter. The kingdom's cleared, but one major thing we're waiting for, and the one major thing is that see him. That's what we're waiting for. All right? Oh, it's going to be peaches and creams in America. Entertainment. People still going to get fat. People still going to do this. Still going to do what they do. But it's going to be hard. And every day is going to get harder and harder and harder. And then your sons and your daughters, those spoiled, rotten bastards that you love so much. When the body bags of those Americans coming back, and those useless children that you have who just play video games all day, all right? Who want to take selfies for the girls that want to do OnlyFans and so forth, they're going to draft your ass to that, all right? You're going to have to deal with the Arabian dragon. You're going to have to deal with that bear that Russian bear. All hands on deck. All hands on fucking deck. It says, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of Assyria. Then shall the dragons have the upper hand. Remember their nature. And what's happening now, these people, they're going to get their ass beat. But they're going to start remembering their old self. This is why Joel, the 3rd chapter, comes along. Is that warrior spirit that the Lord's stirring up. We seen videos where they screaming Allah Akbar. They going crazy. They do not care. The man said their grandmothers, everybody's tired of those small hatters, man. 1948ers. Everybody and their mama are tired of them. All right? They're tired of them. And it says, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, then these shall be troubled, bled, and kept silence through their power, and shall flee. So all hands on deck. All the nations are coming together to do the unthinkable. And they had it planned out. They had it perfect. The perfection was World War 1, 2, and 3. And the Third World War was going to be the war to end all wars. Not only this war is going to be the war to end all wars, this war right itself, ladies and gentlemen, this war itself is the war to end everything. What you normally thought is going to be over. It's done. It's over. Zephaniah 2 and 8. And it says, 3 and 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations. And you people are being assembled, all your armies, all you weak, effeminate men in here in America, or you want to be gangsters, you want to be thugs, you transformers and so forth. Your ass is going to the Middle East. You going and you never coming back, because this is the Lord's determination. This was the Lord's plan all along. All you proud devils, all you people that thought at the top of your head that you would never die, that this is going to be many years down the line, is right here. It's not going nowhere. All right. Even though they jukes the majority of people that have poison in their system right now, at any moment you could die. The Lord's still preserving your ass. All right. A lot of you people are going to be sent for your own destruction, because this is the Lord's plan. It says, for my determination is to gather the nations that I may assemble the kingdoms. So all these, you got China's million man army. North Korea, million man army. Russia's, I don't know how many millions of men they have in their army. You have all these nations, every last one of them, are being assembled, being summoned, all right, to the Middle East. You all been invited. And this is what the Lord said, to pour upon them my indignation, even my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So the Lord's determination to pour out his wrath upon you. Thank you for coming. So all this is all leading to the great slaughter of all the armies. Joel, once again, Joel, the 3rd chapter, is coming to fruition. These nations, especially these Arab nations, are being stirred up. All right, being stirred up. I guarantee you this: they ain't no recruiting. Their recruiting stations are not low. All right, their recruiting stations not low. They have no problem the young men and the young men don't have no problem going to war because they tired. They're sick and tired of those small hats. They tired of them. The world is tired of them. And then those small hatters thinks they could have both sides fight each other, and whoever at the end of it, the outcome of that, they'll come out of it on top. No, absolutely not. The Lord is about to wipe you out. So with that being said, keep your eyes on prophecy. Keep doing. We got plenty of stuff. We got plenty of work to be done. Because the end is here. The end is fucking here. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.